Hello. We're just getting all set up here. Hello, hello. Welcome in. Hello, hello. Welcome in. We're just getting all set up, waiting for everybody to show up. Let's see. Welcome in. Hi. We're just trying to get set up. There we go. Got one camera done. Let's see. Hi. Whoops. Everything's a little slow over here today. Hi, welcome in. We're just waiting for everybody to join us and get this party started. Hi, Debbie. How are you? Hi, Debbie. How are you? Everything's running a little slow today. We're waiting on Lou and Paula. And I have an echo that I can't figure out where it's coming from. Oh, fun. Where are you on holiday? Welcome in, everybody. We're waiting for Paula and Lou, and then we will get this thing rolling. We're just trying to get all set up and get all the kinks worked out. Hmm. Well, it says my camera is off today. I mean, sure. Ooh. Okay, Debbie, you got to tell us a little bit about that. This behavior online is not part of your. Okay. This behavior online. Interesting. Oh, thank you, Debbie. That's so sweet. Hey, Luna. I am trying desperately to make my personal camera work. All right, so I'm going to. How is everyone's day? Well, TikTok is getting mad. Um, let's see, because it doesn't like that we're setting up. It says it's, oh, there I am, continuous and monotonous something that we're doing wrong. So hopefully, hi, there's hearts. Yay. Hi, Billy. I'm the little in the window. The candle is the witching hour. So, oh, there's my nail polish. Okay. So we're just waiting for everybody to join. I don't think it likes that we're staring at the candle, um, but I guess that's okay. We'll be all right. Um, have you been here before, Billy? Think. Hi, everyone. You have no candle to light tonight. Hey, we'll take you however we can get you. It is not the candle's not a have to. It's just part of our little practice. Where are my girls at tonight? Today, tonight, whatever time it is, wherever we are. Is it almost 7:30 in the UK? I can't keep all the time straight. We are about 8 minutes from the start, and I'm hoping to see Paula and Lou here in soon. I know that Lou has a little one to put down. Well, not put down, put to bed right before we go live. So she's probably working on that right now. 8 minutes ago. Okay. Oh, 8 minutes to go. Huh. All right. That's what I thought. So in the US, we've already sprung forward in our time, daylight savings time. And I know you guys don't switch for another month, I think. And so we're trying to recalibrate our times for a little while. Hi, Sarah. Hi, Keisha. Hi, everyone. If you wouldn't mind, like, sharing, following, sharing out that we're here, that we're live, that we're doing it in 7 minutes. Um, because the more we push it out, the more TikTok lets us do and pushes our content so we can involve as many people as possible. And that's not for us, that's just because we're trying to share with our community. I mean, yeah, low key witches helping low key witches or high key ones. Um, yeah, it's all about working together. Thank you for all the hearts already, you guys. You guys are awesome. What else do we have? Thank you for the repost. Thank you for the hearts. Welcome in. So for those of you that's your first time, or you've only been here a couple of times, how did you hear about us? I want to know that for my own edification. It's always curious to know if it's you heard it from someone, or if we landed on your FYP, or if you followed one of us and then got wrangled in somehow. Let's see. You guys are watching me read this other screen over here. Ah, as I mess up everything, make everybody dizzy. Saw a reel and was intrigued. Awesome. Well, that's great. Is this your first time, Billy? It was probably Lou's reel, our resident very redhead. Yeah, that's awesome. That's awesome. Fun, fun, fun. I tried to send someone roses, but TikTok wouldn't allow gifts. Yeah, they're not allowing gifts because apparently I didn't do enough right off the top, and so it said I was posting monotonous and uncool content, I guess. So they're not letting you guys do gifts, but you can do hearts all day long. Um, yeah, so what we're doing right now to Billy and anybody else that's new here, um, we go live every Thursday and we each kind of take a little piece of the puzzle. Paula does a lot of herbs and like folklore exploration. I think I may like something you posted once, and then I got an invite. Awesome. Great. Um, we're glad to have you here. But so Paula is very into folklore and herbal stuff. Um, Lou does a lot of spell work. Like she's, in my opinion, kind of the bee's knees at that. And I do tarot readings and divination. And um, Lou also does like moon work. So she's learning about, we're all growing together. So Lou does a lot of, I think I have been on the live previously. Oh, cool. Okay. So Lou also is researching the moon, the phases of the moon, when the best time to do spells based on the phase of the moon. And I am deep diving goddesses right now. And we are basically focusing, wow, we are basically focusing on a goddess a month. Might love this. Invite them to join. I can't see that. Hang on. So I work two cameras over here. Hey, there she is. Invite. Hey, hey.
Hello, why am I not on camera? Hang on. There we are.
Hello.
Good
There you
evening,
are.
good evening, good evening.
Good evening.
You right, Tosh?
Who was it? I'm good, Lou. Just trying to had some technical difficulties today, but
Oh God, don't.
otherwise doing okay.
How is everyone in the live? Who have we got in here? Luna and Lark, hello my darling. Has everybody pressed repost? The little arrow at the bottom right hand corner of the page. It really helps us if you can just repost out to your people. Thank you kindly, please, and thank you. Like and share and all that
I promise I've
jazz.
been doing my job. I
Hi, Luna. I don't think your name's not actually Luna, is it? And that's fine. I just say it because you're literally Luna and Lark. So I just say Luna. And Luna is my daughter's most favourite name.
I know, that's what I do too.
Yeah. Let's have a look. Who have we got in here? I'm going to be
There she
nosy.
is.
Billy, hello. SH37766, hello.
Oh, it's Kelly. That's
Raven's
nice to know.
Sage Against the Machine, Roaming Raven, Paula's here. It's Kelly. Hi, Kelly. Hi, Debbie. Kelly, I'll try to call you Kelly, but it might just come out as Luna because I'm old and tired.
Hey, Moo.
Hi, Paula. All right.
Hello.
I want to like, I know.
Call me
I
whatever.
love that
Hi,
bug. It looks
Moomin.
like it's wrapping its hands around your face.
That was great, isn't it? I like this one. And because I'm a lefty, it holds
Hello,
it right.
hello.
If I was right-handed, look, it would be wrong. So it's designed for us lefties. Da-da-da-da. You all right, Moomin?
That's amazing. I did,
Nice, isn't it? Go from Tesco. Oh, ready to rock and roll. Am I opening up this evening? I can't remember.
nice.
Yeah.
So, who's going to start us off tonight? Tonight.
Would you mind if, I know I'm opening, but would you mind if I started off just because I feel a little bit rough and it's been a long day and I think I've got a cold coming.
Yeah, why
which
don't
I'm
you?
ignoring. Is that okay, girls?
Of course.
I've got my vanilla chai latte on the go because I've got a sore throat.
Oh.
Just ignore it for fuck's sake. Okay. What's the time?
Can
It's
anyone hear me?
7:30. Yeah, we can hear you, Tasha. Are you
It's
okay?
not.
We can.
Can anyone hear me?
Yeah,
Yes.
we can hear you.
Can anyone hear me? Can you hear me?
Yes.
Yeah,
Why am I muted?
you're not
Why am I
muted.
muted?
Marie, hello
Okay.
Marie. Marie can hear you. We can all
Is
hear
there
you.
is there
I feel like
is there
It's
an
all good.
echo?
All good. No.
I want to do a Davina McCall and say you're live on Channel 4, but she won't know what I mean. You're
Nice
live
and
on Channel
cool.
4.
Okay, as long as everybody can hear me.
Oh,
Nice nails, Tarcia. Yeah, they are
you should
nice.
see mine.
Okay.
Oh, is that
Who
off your
wants to go
lady down
first?
the
Lou, did you want
road?
to go first?
Yes, please, Tarcia. Let's open this bad boy up. Has everyone got their
Oh,
candles
thanks, Lou.
ready?
Thank you. Everything is very choppy for me today.
Bless you. It's all right. It's all going well. You're fine. Now, are we all ready? Has everybody got their candles ready? If so, we will open up the circle.
Yep.
All ready to go? Okay, so as we light this
Okay.
candle, we open the circle with open hearts and open minds. May what we learn today be for the highest and greater good of all that we welcome. The circle is open.
It's open.
The circle is open. I hope everybody lit their candles at home. I'm very greedy and just light my black one as well. Okay. Right, are you making me large or am I staying small? I don't mind.
No, make you large.
Larger than life. And we'll do our 3 breaths for grounding. Hello, TLC. I'm driving, but I'm figuratively lighting my candle. Fair play, Marie. Do it in your head. Okay. Let's do our 3 breaths for grounding. Is everyone ready? I've got my red jasper here. And we're just going to take a second just to lower ourselves back down. So always before starting any spell work, we quite often ground ourselves. We also cleanse, and I've got my white sage on the go over there. So I'm going to use my red jasper just because I like it. One hand here, one hand on your navel, and just 3 deep breaths and get you in the moment. Ready? And just feel the ground beneath your feet. And we are good. We are good to go, ladies. Okay. So, as we all know, those that have been in here before, I'm covering some moon stuff with my part. And at the moment, we are actually under a waning crescent.
Tasha, do you want to make her big so we can see her?
I'm not sure if there's a glitch and she's slightly behind, so I thought I'd just carry on.
Can we do it? Or does it have to be?
It has to be her, it has to be the person that's got the witchy hour up and running. It's all right. I'll carry on for a minute. She can make me large in a sec. So I'm covering the moon patterns and what energy that brings. There we are. Thanks. And what energy that brings to witchcraft. So every different moon pattern can bring different energy. And when you've got different energies, they work best with different spells. So at the moment, we're under a waning crescent, and that's the last little slither right before we get to the new moon. Now, the new moon actually is next Thursday, so I'll be covering it bang on time in next Thursday's live. So next week, we'll be doing the new moon, and it's about starting fresh and manifestations. But at the moment, we've got that last little slither of the waning crescent. And so what comes with that actually is releasing, banishing, and ending cycles. Now, we did cover releasing back in January because we did a lot of letting go of what does not serve us. But there's lots of different ways you can release. And I think I used a bay leaf with that one. So what I'm going to do this week under this waning crescent, because obviously it's going to keep coming back round and they are cycles, so I don't want to cover every single thing to do with every single moon cycle in one live. So releasing, banishing and ending cycles. I'm just going to go over releasing in this live, and I'm going to cover banishing and ending cycles in another live when the waning crescent comes back round. So a waning crescent is a perfect time for banishing negative energy, breaking bad habits, cord cutting and letting go. And that makes sense because we're right at the end of the moon cycle, and next week we'll be bringing in what we want. So it's the perfect time to release and let go. Different ways you can do that. You can do banishing spells, which I'm going to do another time. You can also do some ancestral work, which I'm going to do another time as well. And you can also work on breaking addictions, which I think is really interesting. So I'm going to do that another time when I've got a bit more time. But what I am going to cover in this one is cord cutting, a cord cutting ritual. And also I'm going to talk about cleansing, which we all know about. We all know to cleanse your area. But do we know that different items can do different types of cleansing? I didn't know. I thought, I'll just put my Palo Santo on, do a bit of cleansing. I'll put my sage on, do a bit of cleansing. But actually, they're slightly different. And I've had to learn this for the live. So I've learned something as I've gone along. So I'm going to start with smudge sticks. I think we've all seen these, most of us. If you're new in here, or you're a baby witch, or you're a bit witch curious, you might not have heard of these yet, but the rest of us do know what this is. So this is sage, and it comes from Native American origins. And what saging can do, it's called smudging. You use it to cleanse your area or objects of negative energy. It may also possess some antibacterial properties to it as well, which is really good. But with sage is designed to drive away negative energy. So you do all your sort of stagnant energy corners of your house, you light it, you waft it through. A lot of people just light the end and waft it through. I don't. I peel off some of the leaves, put them in a bowl and waft it through, and I find it lasts much longer. But that's up to you if you want to do it, if you want to just light it. The other thing you can do to cleanse your area is Palo Santo. Now, a lot of people use the Palo Santo sticks. I find they go out every 2 seconds and it really gets on my wick. I literally have no patience for anything. I blame my menopause. So you can use Palo Santo chips like this, and you put them on a little charcoal circle doobry, and it keeps it lit, and it's brilliant. Now, so sage drives away negative energy, but Palo Santo invites in blessings and joy. So they actually, even though they cleanse the area and they bring something positive to it, they actually bring different things to the table, which I never knew. Did either of you know that? Because I didn't know that. I was just like, oh, yep, cleansing. So you can use both. You can use your sage to drive away the negative energy and use your Palo to invite blessings and joy into it. And that's Southern American origins, and that's native Northern American origins. Isn't it interesting?
Mm-hmm.
So do those parts of America not use the other? Do they only use what?
I don't know. I'll have to look that up. That's a really good question, actually. I'll have a little look into that. So I like that. I like that they've got things. Go on.
There are a lot of people that use both in their practice. I actually sell a bundle that's the stick and the sage together. Because you're
Tarcia.
What?
There's an echo.
What?
It's a bit of an echo.
It's an echo.
Okay, is that better?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, brilliant. So anyway, so I will sell a bundle in my shop that has both, because one is for clearing and one is for inviting.
That's it.
And so you clear first and then invite. And when I sell crystals, I smudge them all, like releasing negativity.
Yeah.
But as I send them out the door, I will use these little guys. I love to talk about these because they're new to my shop and they're also amazing. So they look like candles, or they look like matches,
It's like a match.
but they're huge. And Yeah, and it's Palo Santo, and you strike it, and it'll burn to about here, and then you can relight it as you need it. But I will cleanse or, I guess invite good and positive things to the crystals as I sell them as they walk out the door.
That's brilliant. I love that.
I
like
smudge the crystals before they leave.
Brilliant. I always struggle to keep my
I know. They're
lit.
so great.
So the chips, I was actually in a crystal shop and the guy showed me because I was moaning about Palo, and they're brilliant, absolutely brilliant. Right, hang on a minute. We've got a few comments here. I haven't heard of the chips.
Yeah, my little strike sticks, they're super tiny.
Yes, I was taught that by a Native American shaman. That's interesting. Whooshu. Moomin says, is gifting suspended in this live? Don't know.
No, she says it is suspended.
Yes, it is.
Fair enough. So that's all about the smudging part of this and cleansing, because again, it's for the waning crescent, it's for releasing, and obviously cleansing's a big part of releasing. So I thought I would just cover what I'd sort of found out about the different ways that you can cleanse. Obviously, you can cleanse with sunlight, moonlight, sound baths, but a lot of us associate cleansing with either Palo or sage. So I thought that was quite interesting. Okay, so
I want to address the white sage cultural inappropriate stuff. Yeah. So I live in southwestern New Mexico, where we have a lot of Native Americans, and it's a thin line. So if you're using it for the purposes of cleansing and you're using the smoke, that is okay. If you are doing the chants, if you're incorporating their other practices with it, then it is culturally inappropriate. Yes, it's considered a closed practice.
Yeah, I had heard something about it, but I didn't really know much about that part of it, if I'm honest. So that's quite interesting. So if you're using it to cleanse and that's what you're using it for, absolutely fine. If you're going to start doing other bits and bobs of it, which you're not in that culture, then that's offensive, correct? Mm-hmm. Oh, okay. Wow, it's all good to know, isn't it? So there you go. Billy, you were kind of...
So that's the way it was explained to me by someone in the culture.
Yeah. It's good. Interesting to know. Very interesting. Because, we don't want to offend people. We want to do it right. Do you know what I mean? You don't want to... Anyway, right. So let's get back to the moon. So the waning crescent, I've written down here, this is a perfect time for banishing negative energy, breaking bad habits, cord cutting, letting go. And I am going to go into a cord cutting ritual with you. I'm not going to burn the candles down because it takes quite a while, and also I won't be able to put in my full intent whilst I'm doing it. So I'm going to do that one, and I'm also going to do an emotional wounds healing spell, which is also for releasing what doesn't serve you. Yeah. So when I generally do like a releasing thing, we all kind of do similar spells and that. So I was just trying to look up something a bit different. Cord cutting, I think most people know of that. Again, if you're a baby witch or you're witch curious, you might not have heard of it. A lot of us have heard of it, but they are really effective. And I haven't done one on here yet, although I have done them personally, but I haven't done one on the live. So I thought I would just do it. So while I turn the camera around, has everybody heard of a cord cutting ritual? Everyone in the chat. I don't know if Moomin will have heard of it. Right, so there we are. So...
Thank you for the confirmation, Marie. That is actually very helpful to know that it's not just coming from one person. I appreciate that.
Yeah, it's really nice. And we are here to learn. Right. Oh, Fran's in. Hi, Fran. You haven't heard of it. Okay, so a cord cutting ritual. You're not actually cutting the cord, you're burning the cord. And it is to release you from someone that you feel attached to, that you don't want to be attached to anymore. So what we do is we start with a white candle and a black candle. And on the white one, I've inscribed my name. You can't see it, it's not the right light, but you just etch it on there. You can use a pen, I used a knife. And on the other candle, the black candle, that's the candle you're going to write the other person's name on. So just scratch them down along the candle. Doesn't have to be neat. I won't show you the other name, but I bet my sister can tell you who it is. And then we are going to connect. We're going to connect the two candles. So what we're going to do, this is where the cord bit comes in, is you have a cord. So I'm using twine, natural twine, just because I like to use that. You can use thread, you can use wool, you can use whatever, as long as it works. And we are going to connect the two candles. But what we need to do is twist it 3 times before we do that, before we light it. And this is for past, present, and future. We want to get rid of them out of our past. We want to get rid of them out of our present, and we want to get rid of them out of the future. And just pop the cord over. Pull your candles taut, like so. And then we are going to use some rosemary around the outside. Rosemary is really, really protective. And so it always helps to have a little bit of protection just around your spell. Doesn't have to be big and fancy. Rosemary's brilliant. And the other thing you can use is salt. Now I've made up some witch's black salt. I don't know if you can see it, there it is. And I made it today, which was a bit of a mistake because tomorrow's Friday the 13th and it's a great day for making your witch's black salt. So I should have done it tomorrow, but never mind, I've done it today. So I'm just going to pop a little bit of that around there. To be fair, I'm going to use some today. So I could do topping it up tomorrow. And again, this is just adding protection all around your spell.
What have you put in your black salt?
What have I got in my black salt? I have got some sea salt. Just put it there. I've got some sea salt in the bottom. I then put in some eggshell, which has been washed, dried, and had the membrane removed and crushed up. Really, really protective. And I have got some charcoal in there. So actually, going back to the Palo Santo that I use, these came, where is it? There it is. These came with little charcoal circles. So you light the charcoal circle, you put the palo on it. So I've got some of that, along with some of the Palo Santo ash and also some incense ash. So save up your ash, don't let it spill all over the table, catch it on something and pop it into your witch's black salt. It's brilliant. So there you go. But definitely add your eggshell in there if you're not vegan. Sorry, Paula. But that's what I've got in that one. Okay, and so here's where you would sit, and we all know what I'm going to say, and put your intent in. You would sit for a while and think about them, why you want to cut cords with them, what they have done to you to make you want to cut cords with them, the actions they've done, the things they've said. You just don't want it anymore. You just literally don't want it anymore. And so at this moment, I would then light both the candles. And what will happen is, as the flame goes down, it will catch on to the string or the cord, whatever you've got around there, and it will burn it, and essentially the cord cuts. When you see that cord cut is when you want to say something like, you know, I release you, or I am no longer connected to you, or something that means something to you to do with the situation, I would guess. But I would say something like, you know, I'm released from you. You can no longer affect me anymore. And just sit and let the candles burn right down. But I tell you what, when that bit of cord lights up and suddenly it breaks, so satisfying. And there's different results you can get as well. Like, it's so satisfying. I did one of these not long ago, actually, and it was just so satisfying and really effective. But when you see it sort of one end catches or the other end catches, I found that my end caught really quickly. The cord cut, and the other person's one still had the cord sort of around it, and it looked a bit like a noose. It was so satisfying. I think I sent a picture to you girls, actually. Yeah, I was just like, so satisfying.
Yeah, you did.
Yeah. So that's
it was very
basic cord cutting ritual. So a really, really good one for releasing, a really, really good one to do under a waning crescent moon. But you can do it anytime if you need to do one of them bad boys. So that's that. I'm actually going to do that after. Not bitter at all. No, I'm going to do that after. It's just such a good spell. Right, I'm just taking my candle out because my second spell that I'm going to come in with, turn the page, is a blue candle. And we've chosen blue for emotional healing. These poor candle holders are buggered. I've used them so much. And what I'll do is with the cord cutting, I'll pop it onto the D cord. I say it every week and sometimes I forget to, but I will put it on there because it's a really good and simple ritual to remove or banish people from your life when you've just had enough. Okay, so emotional wounds, healing emotional wounds spell we're going to go on to. The waning crescent moon offers a chance to heal past emotional wounds. Use this time to let go of hurt and open up emotional recovery. And I actually haven't covered that at all yet, so very nice. This is why I didn't want to go into banishing spells or ancestral work just yet, because I can do that on other waning crescents, but I just wanted to start with this.
Question for you.
Fire away. Yep.
I don't have candles just white. Can I use anything else?
You can. You can just use white, darling. Use white on both. Scratch your name on one and their name on the other one. So just scratch it down it. Doesn't have to be fancy, neat or anything. You know what you're putting on there and you know what you've spelt out. And just input your intent fully. Think about their name. I mean, if you can put it on there, put their surname. Sod it. Put everything on there. Anything that relates you to it. If it's a nickname that they had for you, put that on there. It doesn't matter. But you can use any candles. I use black for protection, white for purity. You know, different colour candles have got different meanings. But you can use just your white ones if that's easier for you. So there you go.
Well, I have heard, and please correct me if I'm wrong, I have heard that white candles are kind of like the catch-all.
Yeah.
So like if you don't have something else, a white candle works.
Same as like a clear quartz, isn't it? It's like it will boost it. So you could, you know, it's an all-rounder that you can use, same as a white candle. You're quite right. So you can use white. It's absolutely fine. Okay, so let's go into this then, because I'm conscious of time. Emotional healing. So under the waning crescent, we're going to do some emotional healing. Bowl of water. We're going to pop a little bit of salt in.
No, don't put his name on both. You put your name on one and his name on the other.
So yours on the left, his on the right. Indigo, are you on our D cord, darling? Roaming Raven Circle. It'll all be on there afterwards. Come and join our little circle over there. Right, I'm going to put some salt into it.
Send one of us a message and we'll send you a link.
Yes. Oh, harassing neighbours, don't even. Okay. So I've got my water, I've put some salt in, right? And I'm putting some lavender in. Lavender's also very, very calming. So we've put our salt in, we've put our lavender in. I'm going to light my blue candle now. So the blue candle is for emotional healing. So I've just put it there, it's just to the side. You just see it, there it is. Okay, so now you need to write on a bit of paper what your emotional wound is. So whether that is something from childhood, something from a bad relationship, something from work, a family member, it can be whatever is holding you back a bit. And you just want to get rid of. Under the waning crescent right now, brilliant time to do it. So we've got our water, we've got our salt, we've got our blue candle on the go. Write on your piece of paper what you want to get rid of, whatever your emotional wound is. Pop it on the paper. We're going to fold it 3 times away. We're folding it away because we don't want it. Away, away, away. And what we're going to do with this is we're going to immerse it. And whilst go on.
Anyone that wants a link, there's just been other comments. Anyone that wants a link to the D cord, just message any one of us after the live.
Yeah, or message the Witching Hour official.
Yeah.
We've all got access to it. Just message us and we'll send it over. Okay, so I'm just going to immerse this in the paper. in the water. And what we're doing now is visualizing the salt and the oil absorbing the emotional pain. So you want it right underneath. And whilst you're here, again, broken record, this is where you set your intent. Sit. Think about how it hurt you. Think about what happened. Think that you need to let this go. It cannot keep bothering you, whatever your emotional wound is. Use this energy of the moon right now to let it go. Let it go. Okay. I'm going to let that go. Now, this spell that I found, this will make you smile, now says, light the paper. Yeah, that's not going to light. I was intrigued. And I tried it yesterday. I was like, I'm just going to see. It's not going to light, it's wet. So what I would suggest is let that dry overnight. When it's dry, go back to it, burn it. Burn it, blow your ashes in the wind, put them down the toilet, put them in the bin, throw them down the sink. It doesn't matter. You just want to get rid of your emotional wound that is holding you back. And because this is a moon spell, thank the moon. Thank the moon for its energy and allowing you to release this emotional wound that you no longer want. But I thought, well, I'll just see if it lights. Absolutely not. Dried it off on a tea towel. It's not going to light. It's wet. So let it dry overnight.
I'm going to swap the water for paraffin.
You know, could you imagine? I'd have no hair left. So there we are. There's your emotional healing.
I just have this visual of you like cursing this paper for not burning.
Oh my God, could you imagine?
Oh,
Luna, no, Kelly, use rolling paper. God, that's a good idea. That's a really good idea. I like that. I'm going to extinguish my blue candle now because I am done with that segment. All done and dusted. So remember, this time next week we've got the full new moon, not the full moon, new moon, and we're going to be bringing in our desires. We're going to be manifesting and bringing in what we want. So now, within this next week, that's when you want to get rid of shit. Done.
That's good. Well done. Thank you.
You're
That was
welcome.
very interesting.
Yeah, it's interesting about the different cleansing and I really like using the moon's energy and working with it on particular spells. Brilliant.
Lovely.
Right. I'll be quiet now. It's your turn, Paula.
Are you sure, Tarcia, you want me to go now? Is she still here?
yeah, go ahead.
Oh, okay. Okay. Well, this week
I'm here.
I have been plugging all week. You're probably sick to death of my posts. About my latest podcast, which is called The Hedge Walker. And this is like the last day of this week of The Hedge Walker because tomorrow the new one drops. So I'm already knee deep into the new one. But this week we are covering the Hedge Walk. Yeah, the Hedge Walker.
It was very interesting.
Hedge
Very
Witch.
interesting.
So, for clarification about what a hedge witch is, do you remember, you guys?
Yes.
We
I do.
Go on then.
So she was not only on the boundary of the village and all that, but she worked within boundaries. Is that right? Of the magic and the non-magic boundary as such. So she was in between. She could work between. Was that right?
Yeah, it's like she's on the word that they use all the time is the threshold.
That's it.
So she's on the edge, the threshold between our living reality, but she also sort of goes into the other worlds of where dreams live, where our sort of psychoscious, is that whatever the word is?
Subconscious?
Yeah. There. So people in the village, she wasn't part of the village because she lived out towards the edge. But people used to go to her for things like grief or bad dreams or spiritual things, mental health things that they needed support and help in overcoming. So she was absolutely dabbling on the edge, on the threshold of the, at the time, very well, and probably still today, very much unknown stuff, which as always ends up leading to fear and all of that stuff. So thank you very much for you guys that have commented that you enjoyed it. We're really enjoying making them, and I think week by week we're getting slightly better at it as well. This week I feel there was progress. Progress to
it's
be
all
made.
new though, isn't it? You know,
it's all new, and yeah, we're having a lot of fun, and I'm learning a lot as well, which is definitely a very interesting subject. And my background is that I'm a qualified mental health nurse and was for 22 years, and my partner Tracy is a art psychotherapist, so we've both got a massive interest in the psyche stuff and psychology and just why people do things that they do, and so that's really been the angle that we've taken on all of the podcast stories and stuff, is sort of trying to work out how and why people did what they did and how we've taken that into modern day, and we're still doing it. We're just giving it new titles and new names. So I just thought I would, because I'm aware of time, I'm going to read to you, for those of you that haven't read the story, I'm going to just read to you the story because it gives a very good overhaul of what the hedge witch was about. Because I initially thought the hedge witch was only about sort of using products of the land, using herbs and plants and so on, and they do indeed do that, but it's not just that. So here's my story. In a place where the road narrowed and the world grew quiet, there was a strip of land no one claimed. It lay between field and forest, between fence and thorn, between what was owned and what was wild. The villagers called it the hedge, and near that hedge lived a woman named Elswith. Her cottage was neither in the village nor in the woods, but rather pressed between them like a held breath. Brambles climbed its walls, elder leaned close to its windows, night-blooming flowers opened only after sunset. She had not chosen this place, it had chosen her. Elswith had once been a midwife's daughter. She'd learned herbs from her mother and psalms from the priest, but it was the plants that spoke back. She learned that mugwort opened the gates of sleep, that poppy quietened screaming pain, that valerian pulled fear out of the bones, that foxglove could steady a failing heart, or still it forever. So she learned caution. Each dusk she walked the hedge path with a lantern and a basket. She gathered only under moonlight. She never cut iron near the plants that made dreams. She marked every harvest with ash and salt, and people came. Not with broken limbs, not with fever. They came with visions, voices, grief that would not lift, children who wandered in sleep, men who woke screaming from wars they could not name. Elswith brewed teas that smelled of earth and bitterness. She burned herbs that made the mind loosen its grip. She sang low songs older than any hymn. She taught them how to cross the hedge safely. Dream is a doorway, she said, and not every door should be opened alone. For a time, the village left her be. They did not understand her, but they needed her. And then a girl walked into the river. She said a spirit had called her. Elswith swore she had warned her. The mother swore Elswith had led her. Fear found its voice. She gives them dreams. She teaches them to walk away. She lives where no one watches, the priest said. God gives visions, not hedge women. No women should know what lies beyond fences. One night they came with torches. Elswith stood in her doorway with her lantern. She did not curse them. She did not flee. She said only, You asked me to walk where you feared to go. They dragged her from the hedge and tied her hands with hemp rope. They searched her cottage and found poppies, bones, threads knotted with names, charms written in ash and wine. Proof, they said. She was taken at dawn. They burned her at the edge of the fields, not the forest, not the village, the place between. After that, the hedge grew thick. No sheep grazed there, no children played there, no paths crossed it. And sometimes, when the moon is low, they say the dreams grow heavier near that place. They say the plants still remember her hands. They say the hedge still opens.
That's brilliant. I could listen to you for ages.
Wow.
And I honestly feel that she is an old days mental health nurse.
Yeah.
She is me a long time ago. She looks after people with PTSD. We've got names for it now, PTSD, trauma, sleepwalking, children that have, I don't know, possibly been abused, or terrible things are happening to them at home and they're having nightmares, or being bullied at school and having nightmares. And she's the one that they go to. They don't understand why these things are happening or how to stop them or get a handle on them. And she's using her really advanced knowledge. And this knowledge about herbs and plants, it doesn't come down in encyclopedias or in sort of in written, tried and tested scientific form. It comes down of word of mouth from mother to daughter, and it's tried and tested, and stands the test of time. And when I think we mentioned last week, we touched on like foxglove, that a little bit sorts your thyroid out and calms it down, but you take too much and you die. It's really expert knowledge. And stuff that we're still using today. We're still using the knowledge from those herbs. We use foxglove digital art.
There's all sorts in our prescribed tablets, isn't there?
The poppies that we use, we still use. When we go to the dentist, the stuff that they give us to anaesthetize is basically cocaine, but in a very little.
It's very interesting.
Go to the dentist.
You won't get me in the dentist for love nor money. No, I'm joking.
How did you know what to use? Well, it was just passed down, mother to daughter. And like she said, her mother, in that story, her mother was a midwife. So she obviously used all the things to help with labour.
But they were punished for it. So it's fucking nuts. Absolutely fucking nuts. When all they were doing was helping.
When something went wrong, i.e. the girl walked, I mean, we could, there was people hearing voices and so on, so you could even have, some more significant mental health disorders in the mix there, schizophrenia and so on. They had no explanation for that. They had no explanation for schizophrenia till they didn't even start looking at schizophrenia till 1945. Can you believe that? That was when the first mental health came out. Quite recent. So before that, how did they explain it? They had no explanation. It was just madness. Yeah.
Raving madness. Put them in an asylum.
She was the only one that would touch it with a barge pole and try and help. But it became something everyone was very terrified of.
It's absolutely nuts. She was so skilled, especially to learn it all. Like you said, it's handed down through generations, learning it, learning from it, learning new things from it, growing along the way over the years. And, it's a witch, so she needs to be killed. It's fucking nuts.
In fact, 25% of our current day medicines have got a herbal plant root to it.
Yeah.
So that's massive. And people don't realise that when they talk about drugs and medicinal, 25% of that.
It's quite a large percentage, isn't it?
Yeah. I mean, and like all of us will probably experience at the end of our life a drug like morphine to aid with our pains and our going out. But, like morphine is actually heroin.
I had Oromorph after my 2 C-sections. Brilliant stuff.
Yeah.
That's off my
It
face.
still doesn't make me want to have a C-section.
No. Witches were the first doctors. They really were. They really were. They really were. I think it's so interesting.
On Rowan berries, I would have to look that up.
Are we allowed to know the subject of the next podcast yet, or are you keeping it under wraps for a minute?
So the next podcast, and now this is interesting, and I don't know if you know the story behind it or not, so I'll say the next title is the Fairy Midwife.
Ooh, okay. Say no more.
She's not a fairy.
Oh, don't tell anyone. They've got to listen.
I know.
I was like, wings, what?
We're talking fair folk this time, the ritual. So yeah, if it will be dropped tomorrow, there is a link in my bio if anyone wants to go over. Just make sure you click follow and notifications bell, and then you'll get a notification every time it drops.
It's so good. They are so interesting, the podcast, and I love how you tell it, both of you. I love how both you and Tracy tell the story. It's really interesting. Really interesting from start to finish. I've thoroughly enjoyed them so far.
And a special thank you to Psych Witch, who is on TikTok. I don't know if she's here or not, but she wrote the music that is on the podcast. It's really catchy, really lovely. I really like it. So yeah, you can head over to Spotify and follow her too.
What's the name of the podcast, Paula?
The Fairy Midwife. Oh, Roaming Raven podcast.
Roaming Raven. It's on Spotify. You can get it on there.
It's also on Raven. It's on all the platforms, iTunes, and
is it
on Amazon Music? It's on YouTube.
Brilliant.
As the Roaming Raven podcast.
Yeah, and you've obviously got the FB page as well that you post links to it. So
I have. You're
on everything, Paula. Everything.
Yes, I am. I'm a social media maniac. It's taking up all my time. Anyway, we're running over time. So come on, Tarcia, let's switch over. Thank you so much for listening and joining me in these really interesting chats. I really appreciate it.
Love it.
Well, I feel like I am, 1, not going to be as interesting, and 2, a little bit choppy today. I don't know what's going on internet-wise, but hey. So...
You're here, you're cool.
So last week, as long as everybody can hear me, I guess it's okay. Last week, we talked about the origins of the goddess Ostra, who is linked to being basically the original origin of what we like to think of as Easter. She is honored on or around the spring equinox, which is a week from Friday, and next week we will be building an altar toward her. So if you build it Thursday, it'll be ready for Friday. It's a thought there. I can't
wait to join in with that. You'll have to put on the Discord what we'll need so we can join in at the same time, if possible.
I will, absolutely. I'm excited about it. It's my first Discord listing of ingredients, so that's pretty exciting.
Journaling.
Right, right. So I have pages and pages and pages of stuff I want to share, but I'll keep it short and sweet because there's lots we want to do still. So connected with spring equinox, check. So her symbolism you will find interesting. The second person, to back up a little bit, so in 700 AD, she was written about in one line, just a little synopsis, by a monk that basically mentioned her by name, and that was pretty much it. And it wasn't until, where is it? And I think I might have put it away. It wasn't until one of the brothers Grimm found her, because he did German mythology. So that's how he started. Until he found her and did some deep dive digging and discovered that that she and her name had everything to do with Easter. So
That's
her
awesome.
symbols literally are, yeah, isn't it cool?
Yeah.
Her symbols are eggs, flowers, rabbits or hares, and bright colors. But the eggs, the flowers, and the hares are huge, right? Like that is Easter. So if you look a little bit deeper, because I'm trying to like jump around so we don't miss anything. So eggs are about potential, right? What they are becoming. Flowers are about birth, rebirth, growth. And hares are about abundance and fertility because they get pregnant often with lots of babies. That's the very, very strained down explanation of why these things are important.
I love how that's all
Because
intertwined.
again, I know, eggs symbolize potential, flowers symbolize emergence, rabbits and hares reproduce very quickly and have long been associated with fertility and abundance. Some of these symbols have ancient roots and some have evolved later through folklore and seasonal traditions, but all the meanings behind them are timeless. They all resonate to Ostera. And in Christian traditions, Easter is all about the resurrection, right?
Yeah.
Which is even still, that is about potential, emergence, all of those things. It all goes back to her, which is really, really cool. And so interesting to me. Um, so what we're gonna do now that we've gotten her symbolism done and out of the way, we're gonna use that symbolism for our own purposes, okay? So what I would like everybody to do, if you are willing and if you can, we're going to do a little visualization practice.
Ooh.
So if everybody can close their eyes with me, take a couple of big deep breaths, kind of get re-grounded. So here we go. Go with me on this journey. Keep your eyes closed. So if you can't close your eyes or don't want to, it helps focus. So you can, I encourage it. Okay, so let out your breath and imagine that you are standing at the edge of a garden. It's early spring. The air is cool, but softer than winter. It's got that little bit of hint of warmth in it, and you can smell the dirt, the moisture, the rain. The birds are chirping around you. Maybe there's a few butterflies. And while you're standing there, you notice three very specific things. The first thing that you notice is a patch of earth that's been tilled and ready to be planted. You see the lines where the till has run. You smell, that's the smell you were smelling, that fresh overturned dirt. And then the next thing you see is another patch of earth that has just a little spark of green sprouted along its ridges. And the third thing you see is a more established plant environment. Still a garden, still rows, but now you see the buds of flowers. And I want you to really sit in that place for a minute and focus on the one that draws your attention. While you sit here, recognize that this garden represents your life right now. Some areas may still feel quiet, some places may already be growing, and some are spaces waiting to be planted with something new. Each place in that garden feels important. It feels like it is being prepared for something great. And in your life, depending on which you choose to focus on, what your focus was, is where you are in your journey. So you can open your eyes.
That's very
If
interesting.
you if you were focused on the freshly tilled patch, you are waiting for your next basically big idea. You're waiting for the seed to be planted. If you were in the garden with the teeny tiny buds barely sticking up out of the ground, you are in a state of pause. So you have planted the seed, it will come in, but you're waiting for that magical moment where things really start to pop off. If you were in the bed that was almost a flower, right? Like there were buds everywhere, then you are about to experience your big moment, your pop off, whatever it is that you are inviting in, asking for, the seed that you've planted and have been patiently waiting on, it's coming to fruition.
Love it.
And with all of that in mind, we're going to do our 3-card pull.
I love that, Tarcia.
Yeah.
Good.
Nice
So
joining me.
focus on.
You guys, you always bring something so cool to the table.
Thank you.
Do.
So I always feel like I don't bring enough to the table because what you guys talk about and do is so dope.
But we all do such different things. It works.
That is true. I try to bring in some of the things I do outside of here, like my sound healing and stuff like that. And the visualization technique is one of those things. So that's cool. I'm glad that you guys enjoyed it.
I did.
So focused on your patch of garden, we're going to pull our 3 cards. And like always, you pick A, B, or C before we flip them over.
Are you going to swap
then
screens?
We will talk about those cards. I am in a second.
Hello. Little one wanted
Hello.
to. That's why it works.
I gotta stand up so I can see
something different. That's it, Debbie. That's it.
Yep. Okay. I'm gonna stand and do this.
I love how you do that with the
One more
cards.
shuffle. Thank you. So I started doing this because I have a set of cards that are so much bigger than my hands that I could not shuffle them any other way. And so now it's just kind of my go-to. Yeah. Okay. So we are going to one from the top. That's 1. Let's get it in the screen. 3 and 2 right from the middle. Okay, so pick a card, any card. 1, 2, or 3.
Okay, pop it in the comments, guys.
The same one that we had in our visualization.
Keep that to yourself until we get to the end. But I would pick the one that is inspired from your visualization. Yes.
Lots of 3 going on.
So we've got 1, 2, and 3.
Oh, we've got a 1.
3 is always a popular one. I'm gonna go 2. I'm gonna go 2 this week.
Oh, we've got a good mix.
Yep, I'm 2.
All right, Lou's going 2. Paula, are you going 2 also?
No, I was 3.
Oh, you're 3. Oh, you got to be different. It's fine.
We normally go for the same, don't we?
If everybody's okay, here we go. Number 1. Number 1 is the 2 of Swords. Listen to your inner voice when making choices. So this really coincides with that empty field.
I always feel like number 1 is the really serious one. I'm a little bit scared of number 1.
I feel like you chose number 1 once and weren't happy with it, and ever since then you don't.
I know,
so, okay, number 2.
You were aggressive.
This is amazing. Number 2 is the 10 of Cups. Everything you've planned for has worked out.
Hola.
Yay!
All your hard work.
We love that energy.
Absolutely. Yep. Who else picked 2?
And number 3. I picked 2. I'll take it.
I picked 3. I'm
is the 8 of Cups is number 3. Make your decision and take action with confidence, Lou.
Ooh.
Yeah.
I feel like these are always spot on for you. All right, so that's what we have.
Immediately after you've cut that cord.
Yeah. Absolutely. Yeah. That's brilliant.
Love that.
So
yeah,
those are the cards we have for today. We've got 4 minutes left. If anybody has any questions or wants to discuss anything that we've all talked about, we've kind of whipped through it for time. So please, by all means.
Quite full, weren't we, with our
so spot on. I'm so glad, Kelly.
I just have a question, Tarcia.
Yeah.
Does the goddess Ostra, does she have anything to do with witchcraft?
Not really.
Good question.
So let me read to you from the book that I have, because that's something I wanted to do, but I wasn't sure we were going to have time. So she slowly evolved into the modern name for the holiday Easter. All spells and foods, including eggs, are appropriate today. If you've been ill, try an old folk spell that recommends carrying an egg for 24 hours and then burying it to bury the sickness. To improve fertility of all kinds, make eggs for breakfast at dawn's first light. That's the best time to evoke her. As you eat, add an incantation like this one. Ostra, bring me fertility. With this egg, now bless my fruitfulness. Or if you're feeling down and need a little extra hope, get up before sunrise and release a symbol of your burden to the earth by dropping or burying it. Don't look at it. Turn your back and leave it. Turn toward the horizon as the sun rises and harvest the first flower you see. Dry it and then carry it with you often as a charm that we talked about a couple weeks ago to preserve hope in your heart. So that is how she is involved in any kind of witchcraft. Because she's a fertility goddess. So
So she still uses the
ritual. But those are things. Yeah, so she didn't, we don't know anything about her, but based on her symbols and based on what she represents, this is the recommendation on how to honor her, when to honor her, how to use her.
Okay.
So. And it says Easter is the best date to do that, and as well as the equinox, spring equinox. So.
Did you say it's the spring equinox next week? Equinox.
Yes, ma'am. Next Friday.
Blimey.
So we're building her altar on Thursday to honor her on Friday.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to that. Yeah. Very nice. So I guess, yeah, like you said, you're going to put everything on the D-cord of what you'll be using for the altar. So if anyone wants to join in along live, that's where you get everything from. And again, with Paula or my segment too, if anyone wants to join in live while we're doing something, we list it all on there so you know what you've got to have in advance. And you can join in.
This is the book.
Magic when we do.
It's 365 goddesses. So it is a goddess for every day of the year.
You know what? I'm going to look that up.
This was created, and it's just a page for each one. It's really cool. It was created long ago, so the dates are off. So like this has Easter, I mentioned this last week. This has Easter as March 17th, which is clearly not this year. So you've got to kind of ignore the dates in that regard. But otherwise, it's really great. So it'll tell you what their themes are. In this case, it's fertility and rebirth. Slide that right under there. Fertility and rebirth for symbols and egg.
365. Sorry, darling.
365 goddesses, a daily guide to magic and inspiration of the goddess by Patricia Telesco.
And I like that it's one
So,
page
yeah,
per goddess, so it's not too overwhelming.
Yeah, it condenses it down really good.
Mm.
And just a reminder to everyone regarding Lou's section, I've put a lunar guide in the Discord. It's got the whole lunar guide for this year. It's the calendar for this year, 2026. So you can, you can go to the link and you can download and print it off if you wish. But yeah, it's all been done for you.
Do you go by date or holiday time of season?
So in this particular case, because we are focused on this goddess, because she coincides with the equinox, which is next week again, I've just focused on her. But for me, when I have gone through this book, and I just recently got it, to be very honest, but I would go by the date, just for my own, because that's how my brain works. I wouldn't be able to read August in January. So, but I am skipping around because it's really useful in the goddess research department. So, if you do not have access to the Discord, message one of us or message the Witching Hour, and we will get you that information as soon as we can. We are also on YouTube. Everything that you've seen here will be on YouTube, so you can go over there and rewatch it, get spell info or whatever it is. And we each have a channel in the Discord where we will post the cards or the spells or whatever it is that we're doing, so that you guys can have it all the time. And because this is almost over, it's Discord.
Discord. I was going to say that because it's almost over. It's Discord. Discord, YouTube, Spotify.
I know.
So there we are.
Yes. So you can find us just about anywhere at this point, which is kind of cool.
Just type in Roman
anyway,
Raven,
we got to wrap it up before they shut us down.
Yep.
Yes.
Okay.
So I'm going to pass it back to Lou so she can close out the circle.
So we are going to close the circle. So we lit our candle earlier to open the circle, and we are now going to close the circle. So as we close the circle, may we leave refreshed and connected. So mote it be, the circle is closed. There we go. Fabulous. That was a lovely week. I feel like we packed a lot of that in this week. Don't you?
Yes, if you would like the Discord link, please message one of us directly or message the Witching Hour official so that we can get that to you guys.
Oh, Debbie, I forgot you was on holiday. Thank you for coming in. Thank you, everyone, for coming in. All the likes and the shares and any reposts and all the rest of it, for joining in with the live, asking your questions. We appreciate it, because without it, we wouldn't have a live. And actually, I think we had record numbers this week. We've gone from having 3 people in our live. I think we had 26 at one point then. And I was like, check us out. You're getting there.
Right?
Fantastic.
And if you're having problems getting into the Discord, please just message one of us and we will do our best to help you get in there. Because I know we've had some problems in the past with people unable to get in. And thank you to everybody new that came and stayed. We are honored to be a part of your journey, and thank you for allowing us into your life.
And we are on the
everyone
same
have a great and blessed week.
We're on the same time every week.
Yes.
Every week. So 7:30
we
UK
are, unless
time.
You're in America, and then it changes.
Yeah. America have sprung forward before us, so we're still 7:30 on a Thursday UK time. Come and join us, follow the Witching Hour official, set up your notifications, and you won't miss the live.
So bye-bye.
Have a great week, everyone.
Thank you so much, everyone. Have a great week.
Bye.
We'll see you next week. We'll see you on the Discord.